This is Father Andrew Ritchie, and you're listening to Catholic Inspiration, a podcast from my website at studyprayserve.com. These homilies, presentations, and retreats form part of my ministry as a Catholic priest for the Diocese of Superior. And now I invite you to open your hearts to some Catholic inspiration. All of us have had an experience of being thirsty. Maybe because that time we ate salty food, really salty food. Maybe it was a scorching hot summer day. Maybe we'd just been working all day long, worked up a sweat, didn't even realize it. And now we find that craving in our body. We need water. Without it, we know bad things will happen. And so our thirst gets activated. That longing to have that thirsting to be quenched by a cool draft of water. And so imagine there's that big glass right in front of you. And you're thirsty and you put that cool water to your lips, and how good it feels to drink that refreshing glass of water. And when you're done, your thirst is quenched. The need that was met, your body's longing for water, now satisfied. Something that you desperately needed, now restored. You have life, you have strength. It's true because our bodies are also instructive for our souls. Just like our bodies need water, our souls need something too, a spiritual, living water. We need God. And that's what we find here in the Gospel of John today. This lengthy passage that we have is taken from John's Gospel, chapter 4. It's verses 5 to 42. This passage where Jesus meets a Samaritan woman, not Jewish, a Samaritan woman at Jacob's well. They have to draw water. You need water to live. People still get thirsty, and they got thirsty in the ancient world. And in the encounter at Jacob's well, note two key things. First, Jesus takes the initiative. Jesus is the one who begins the conversation. He's the one who reaches out to her. She's not Jewish. And because of the cultural norms of the day, men and women generally didn't interact with each other unless they were family. So now you have Jesus crossing over that cultural divide. Jesus drawing her into conversation. And through that conversation, she comes to faith. She recognizes that there's something extraordinary about Jesus. She understands when she says, "Sir, I can see you're a prophet." This notion that he's not like any other person she's met before, and therefore her faith begins to grow. And out of that faith, she does something extraordinary. She invites others to meet Jesus as well. It's really a beautiful thing. Because of the encounter that Jesus begins, this woman's faith grows. Her spiritual thirst is being quenched, and so she wants to get some more people to come, that they can encounter the Lord as well. Friends, that's our takeaway today. Here we are in the season of Lent. And the Lord continues to come to us. The Lord continues to invite us to grow in faith. That whatever our spiritual thirst, whatever we're longing for in this life that we can't find in the world, we come to Jesus. And He will quench that thirst. And in doing so, He'll invite us to grow in faith, to respond in faith. That as our spiritual needs get met, our natural response is to invite others to come that they might know the Lord as well. And so if this is going to make any sense at all for us today, we got to start with the question, what am I thirsting for? What is it, Lord, that I'm looking for from you that I can't find in this world? Am I seeking you because I have a grief, I have a pain, I have a difficult situation? What are we thirsting for right now, friends? In other words, what is it that's lacking or absent or hurting or wounded in our life right here, right now? Jesus quenched this woman's spiritual thirst, and He'll do the same for us. But friends, we have to understand that while the Lord will come to us, we got to recognize our needs. We got to call Him out so that when we get down on our knees to pray, when we come forward to receive a sacrament, when we pause in this season of Lent to continue to look to Christ, what is it we're bringing before the Lord today? What is it? What's the need in our hearts? What's the struggle in our souls? We have to make this personal so it can be powerfully addressed by Christ. who longs to quench our spiritual thirst. Jesus takes the initiative. He comes to us. We don't have to go searching for the Lord. He's with us. But as we draw near to the Lord, as we stand in the presence of the Lord, then that also means that Jesus, who is the light of the world, he's going to shine in our hearts. And just like he revealed to this woman a little bit about herself, that she's had 5 husbands and the one that she's with now was not her husband. We draw near to Jesus. Our own sins, mistakes, shortcomings, they're going to be revealed. Because if you come near to the light of Christ, the darkness cannot remain. That's not a bad thing. Because the minute we draw near to Jesus, he'll quench our spiritual thirst. And as we grow in his grace, we seek to become more and more like Christ, more and more filled with his love, his light. We're not thirsty anymore, but rather we can draw near to the living fountain, which is Jesus. If this is going to make any sense at all, then friends, today, what are we thirsting for? What's missing in our life? What are we longing for? What's hurting or broken or wounded or missing? That's what we set before Jesus. He's already there waiting for us. He will quench that thirst if, trusting and with a humble heart, we draw near to him for what we need. God bless you all. This is Father Andrew, and I hope this podcast inspires your faith. Now, if you found it helpful, please share it with a friend. And you can help me by leaving a rating and a review. I keep all my listeners in my daily prayers, and I ask for your prayers in return. God bless you, my friends.